At the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 21.
On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 28-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, get in the weight room. Check out, Kill.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Good.
Indianapolis moving the change there on a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the run. Check 99.
Back to Taylor on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, it's Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
To throw is Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's
From
good.
down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
On second down, Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Garoppolo now. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. And Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check. Cluster. Mike's by 4. Go. Wait, 89.
To throw, Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Jonathan Taylor.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hilton's first catch, good for a 1st down.
6-yard line.
390. 56.
1st and 10, Taylor now. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
The ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Rivers to Hilton there, 1st down Indy.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 25 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
At the 32-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, 49ers nothing.
Second and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
He was brought
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down at 4, Garoppolo. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Good. Makes the score Colts 14, 49ers nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. I don't think you got it, son. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. I hope you brought your luck. Take you to school. Out, 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 out.
11.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
21.
Mike, 44. Danny. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
1, Omaha. 21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Mostert. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
White.
Check, lucky.
11.
Mike's 54.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably I should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
Eric
The tackle by Eric Armstead.
A gain of a
Well,
yard.
sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
49ers.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Colts 14, 49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowski to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's see what you got.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
At the 36-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Hey, watch the screen.
Rivers on first down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. They'll throw again. Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. 44, Mike.
Hey, alert!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And going for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Loss on the play.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
San Francisco.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Taken in the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
They certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Fred Warner.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rivers now. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Hey, ready? 390.
In your face.
Throwing, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And Mostert with a 1st down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
2-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now Mostert.
And 4.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Justin Houston.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
44.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
47-yard line.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Check back.
12.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
11.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
21.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Taylor. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
2nd and 3 from the 9.
2nd and 3. At the
To throw is Rivers. The quick slant caught. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Colts.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway here in London. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv.
Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
He was taken down by...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On third down, Wilson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
We never know just when it's our time. The legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look, here go toast. So give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one will fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex. They told me to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Check. Watch 54. Push him back.
The first down throw here for Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Naheem Hines.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
4-yard line.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, 34 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 for the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
I'll give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Wilson with the handoff.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time. Mike, 14. Don't get nervous. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Right here. Tighten up. 14, Friday.
Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Wilson will throw again. He looks underneath and he finds Hyde. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Mike, right there.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Good.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this carries into the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, 71 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Seahawks 3.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Back. Check. Hey, alert three. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, 0.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Chris Carson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Darius Leonard
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Carson. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Come on. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, 89.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
Rivers now. He's got Jack Doyle.
Rivers pass.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Rivers to throw it. Room to run inside the 40. Open man is Trey Burton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
Rivers pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
T.Y. Hilton.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And it's 4th down.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put it on the ground.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout. Good. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Front stand, defense.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Taylor. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
I got you, boy. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Man, I got you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker.
Wilson.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
14.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Second down.
Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force.
2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Rivers on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Down and 1.
They run it with Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Carson. Kari Willis there to bring him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Right there, 54. Right there.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 16.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
He's got Burton here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And it's caught. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride. Another 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk. 180, 380. 54, Mike, 54. Guys, it's game situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from a yard out. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Seahawks on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danico Autry, his 2nd sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
180, block 11. Squeeze, double. Mike 50, Mike 50. Coming, baby.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
At the Seahawks' 34-yard line.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Adams there on the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield.
Pass complete.
Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
On third down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
That's another Colts first down. Tonight,
So, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.